Welcome to this week's episode of Landon Talks with Kate. We're so glad to be back with y'all.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all. It's going to be a good week this week. We're so glad that y'all stuck with us through our break. And now we are back for a very fun episode. And we have got a challenge for y'all as this episode goes on.
We do, and you will know what it is by the end.
You will know what it is, and so will we.
And so will we. We will also know what
And
the challenge
we already
is.
know what it is.
And
No,
I already
just
know what
kidding.
it
We
is.
actually really do. But it would be on brand for us to not know what it is, because that's kind of how I live my life.
I mean,
I check on Sundays. What's happening this week?
it's the best way to do it.
Where will I be? Who will I see? Who could know?
Yeah.
I never know. And speaking of where will I be, we just got back from a really fun brand trip. The ever elusive influencer brand trip. Bland trip.
Bland trip. It was
not
not a
It
bland
was not
trip.
a bland trip. But it was a brand trip. And the brand was Milo's.
Ooh, Milo's sweet tea.
And they are so good.
Yeah, they really are.
They're such good people. Not just the people that work for Milo's. The people that work for Milo's and the ones I interact with are excellent. And if y'all ever wonder, like, are people mean to me behind the scenes? No, they're not usually. But Milo's in particular, they're just so kind.
They're
like,
good people.
Just such nice people. Good people. And Milo's, the brand, is family owned.
Mm-hmm.
And it's currently in its, like, third generation. And it's, like, a lady that owns it.
Yeah, one of the daughters.
One of the daughters that owns it. And they just like really focus on the familyness of the brand and just being really good. It's really easy to get lost in today's world of economics.
It is. And I think it's so cool that as a family-owned brand that really like values that quality, even the people that work for them as influencers that maybe don't go into the factories all the time, like they even treat y'all like family and they want y'all to feel like y'all are a family.
I got to meet the other influencers and it was so scary to meet the other influencers.
It's always so strange when there's like a bunch of like a handful of influencers in the same place.
There's never a weirder room than like a room full of influencers. Like that's such a weird room. We're all like on high alert. Everybody's like wondering where they fit in.
Yeah.
How many followers do you have?
Like who's going to talk to who?
Who will talk to me? And it turns out everybody's usually very, very nice. I haven't met anybody that's not been very kind. And everybody on this trip was lovely. They were just the loveliest people from all over the place. And it was just so much fun. I really like to get to do that because you don't get to, when you're influencing, you don't get to see other people. Like I just talk to my phone. And so I don't see I see other creators in that I watch their content, but you don't get to talk to them much. So these brand trips are super fun, not only because it's like they've curated a very fun weekend for us. And they did. It was a very fun weekend. But also, it's just really cool to get to see and talk to other people in this space because that doesn't exist anywhere else.
Right. Well, and it's really ironic. Like, it's ironic the fact that you are actually in front of millions of people every day, but it's such an isolating job because you never see actual faces.
They sure aren't here.
So you're engaging with, like, the whole world. But you never see them. So,
something like 6 million people yesterday.
This makes it real.
It does make it real. And when people, and that brings me to another point of being out and about. It even happened on this trip a lot. And thank y'all for this. People come up to me and they are like, oh, is it okay? I'm so sorry to bother you. And I really, like, yes, that's perfectly fine. It's not bothering me at all. Y'all aren't real until I get to see you in person. So when I get to see you in person, it, like, makes it real and exciting.
And we've said that before. Like,
so
it puts
I love
faces.
to get to see y'all. Like, I love when y'all come say hello to me at all the things. It makes me feel really, really good.
So do it.
So do it. Please do that. Please do that. But they took us all over the place. We had a really good time. We got to go to a cowboy hat making bar.
Have we said it was in Nashville yet?
We haven't said it was in Nashville. It was in Nashville. We went to Nashville.
It was in Nashville, Tennessee.
At the Grand Ole Opry. They had a pop-up with the Grand Ole Opry, and they took us to it. And that was really wild. But before we get to the Grand Ole Opry, we went to the hat bar. And it was the Rancher hat bar.
Okay.
And it's this new thing. I think you could call it a trend. Where people are making hats.
I would say it's a trend.
Have you seen the folks making the hats?
Yeah, there's like these little booths or stores. There's whole like
stores.
open, whatever they are, stores, actual storefronts that, okay, so the concept is that you go in and there are many choices of hats.
Many choices.
Very neutral hats, but many choices, cowboy hats, trucker hats, etc. And you pick your hat. And then there are sundry items you are able to decorate your hat with.
Many little items, yes.
Okay.
And you decorate your hat. And I took it too far. I thought I had to, like, attach the items myself. So I, like, tied my stuff on there and slipped it in. But that's what the hat tenders is what they call themselves, are far. So they do that for you. You don't have to do it yourself, but you can pick little stuff, and it was
That's
fun.
cute.
I picked like a little like I guess like beaded ribbon. I don't know, and a feather and a porcupine quill. It felt quite
That's
dangerous.
very cool.
Some pampas grass.
That's
Pampas. Is
awesome.
it pampas or pampas?
Always called it pampas grass.
It feels a little pampas.
It does feel pompous.
Like a little pampas.
it actually like
for grass.
Is that why we call it
some
that?
really tall, fluffy grass, not just regular
It is.
grass. So quite pampas grass, and I thought it was lovely. I thought it was so cute. But then I asked the internet, should I wear that to the Grand Ole Opry that night? And everybody was so mean about
They're like,
it.
you can wear a hat, but do not wear that hat.
They were like, not that hat. And I will acknowledge that I might not know like about cowboy hats. Like I might not know like the rules of cowboy
Yes.
hats.
We don't know the rules.
I did wear a sun hat in Seaside while we were there. I don't know if that qualifies me for cowboy hats.
I don't think it does.
People have strong opinions on cowboy hats. I don't know what y'all see when you are looking at a cowboy hat.
Right. A cowboy hat to me is a cowboy hat.
A cowboy has a cowboy.
You got big
cowboy
ones,
hat.
you got little ones, you got sparkly ones.
Apparently not though.
But no.
Apparently there's like pretty serious cowboy hat rules.
So how do you tell? Like how y'all are gonna have to let us know.
Yeah.
How can you tell a good cowboy hat from a not good cowboy hat, other than like it looks bad?
And that's your first assignment for this week. So we are trying to drive some traffic to the comments section of these podcasts because that's how the algorithm will recognize it a little bit more. This week, we are going to prompt y'all to make some comments in our reviews section where you rate and review us. You give us a 5-star review and leave a comment. And really, later on in the episode, we're going to ask for listener questions. We want to know what y'all want to know. But one of the things that we also want to know before that is if you know about cowboy hats, can you please tell us what the rules are for cowboy hats? Is it my head being weird that they were like, no cowboy hats for you?
Right. Is it just you
or
wearing
like,
cowboy
is it
hats?
my vibe? Is it that I don't know anything about horses and I'm actually quite afraid of them?
Really, I just want to know, like, I want to know the basics, and I'm not going to ask ChatGPT until I get, like, a real human.
That's our new segment. I won't ask ChatGPT.
I will not ask.
I'm asking y'all.
That's actually really good.
So
before so we'll call this, like, before ChatGPT.
Before ChatGPT.
Before ChatGPT, I'm going to ask you guys,
BCG.
I'm going to ask y'all what are cowboy hats.
BCGPT.
BCGPT.
So tell us about your cowboy hats. We want to know, but we want to know more in the listener questions later. So just hold with us.
Yeah, don't ask.
So we left the cowboy hats. And
wait, before we leave the cowboy hats, what are some of the other little accessories?
Ooh, there's there's patches, there's charms, there's feathers, there's little dangly things. You can also make a bolo tie. That was another option. It was hats or bolo tie.
Hats or a bolo tie.
Or a bolo tie.
That seems like a bolo tie would be a lot quicker to make.
I don't really know what a bolo tie is, so I didn't. I mean, I know what it looks like, but I don't really I don't know what that
Would
is.
a bolo tie be considered jewelry?
I don't know what a bolo tie is. So if you also know about that,
we got a lot of questions.
Let us know. And I'm desert curious. Like I'm desert ranch farm curious.
You're Western wear curious.
I'm like curious, but I don't know. I really don't know. So, but I would like to know, and let me find out. I bet I'll wear it good.
Let me find out.
Let me find out. I'll have the best bolo tie available.
Yeah.
Okay. So while I was at the hat store, where were y'all? You and Charlie.
Oh, I was
not the listeners.
I was like, they can't answer right now. So while he went to do hats, Charlie and I went to honestly one of the coolest places we've ever been. And I was like peak mom points for me because it was my job to find us something to spend our day doing while he was doing fun Milo stuff. And, you know, a 12-year-old, not simple to entertain for, you know.
Even this, he's like a precious little boy, and he still is also almost 12.
Yeah, he gets bored. He likes to, you know, be active. So I found one of the best things that I've ever found for us, and I got to surprise him, and we went to a place called Game Terminal. And Game Terminal is basically like a Walmart-sized venue with pinball machines lining like the whole place. So there's more than 100 pinball machines. And then in the middle of the place, you've got like rows and rows and rows and rows, seems endless, of vintage arcade games that you can play for free. So you just go into the place, you get a wristband free,
What?
Yeah. Yeah, free. If you're over the age of 10 years old.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe it was, I don't know, maybe it was 21. Okay, so if you're 21 and above, totally free. If you are 21 and under, it is $10.
Nice.
Yeah,
You
so
can do anything for that now.
I know you can't. So we paid $10. We were able to do free play on these vintage arcade games all day. You can buy tokens for the pinball machines. Each one of those is just $1. So like, I mean, for $20, we like played pinball all day and played arcade games. There's a bar there for the adults. There's food.
Not for the kids.
And after 8 p.m. every day, it is adults only. So it's like a bar place.
I like that. We used to love to go to the arcade in the mall.
I know. And this is like a vintage adult arcade. So
I'm into it.
Vibes. And it even had outdoor games. You could go play like cornhole and ping pong.
Shout out to, what was it called?
Game Terminal.
Game Terminal in Nashville.
I think you can even buy pinball machines there. So if you're like a game collector.
I really want a pinball machine.
I do too. I forgot that pinball is really fun.
I'm not very good at games like that, though. I mean, I've never been really good at them, but I do enjoy pinball.
Yeah, pinball.
I liked skee ball in the arcade.
Skee ball's really fun.
It's called skee ball. I liked it.
It's a little more dangerous.
I like to play the driving games, but I'm really bad at them.
Well, there were a lot of driving games. There was Mario Kart. I let him win once. I mean, like really. Like,
and it was hard for you to do.
It was. Me and Peach on Mario Kart are a tough crew to beat.
I like Peach. I usually am Luigi. I like a Luigi.
Okay. Does Luigi usually do that for you? Does it usually win for you?
No, and I honestly don't even know how to play.
I do think some of the characters are faster than other characters.
Probably. I would never know any of that. I just get the control and
Peach
let's
and Toad.
go.
Toad is quick. And Peach is quick. And Yoshi.
I like Yoshi.
Is always coming up behind me
too. Yeah, I like Yoshi. Which, speaking of these characters, they are part of a new land in Epic Universe in Universal Studios. Y'all know that we love a theme park. We love a theme park. We love a roller coaster. They really love a roller coaster. Mm-hmm. I ride the roller coaster at least one time. Like, I'm not scared to not like I'm not gonna not ride it. But then like I know my limits. Like, for instance, Dollywood. Mm-hmm. I rode those. Yeah. And I don't have to ride them again. Like Lightning Rod.
I do think
I was being flung through time and space. And there's a wild eagle, and that drop was just continued to drop, flinging.
But see, Wild Eagle it's so scary, but it's one of those, if you ride it, like you have to break a barrier of maybe like 2 or 3 times, and then once you get over that third time, it's like not scary.
I'm scared. So Universal Studios though has Epic Universe, and one of those lands is. Wait, now what is it? What would it be referred to? Yoshi Land? No, Mario Land. Like what is it?
Nintendo Land.
Nintendo Land. It's Nintendo Land. So they have different portals. If you haven't seen, I'm sure you've seen Epic Universes everywhere. And there's like a villain land, like a horror land.
So cool.
There's Nintendo Land. There's How to Train Your Dragon Land. Like all these different lands.
I think this was like the most genius idea for an amusement
park.
I
will be there, Epic Universe. I'm coming, Shaw,
Y'all will
from
see
every
me.
angle. If anybody associated with Universal Studios is listening to this, holler at me. I promise I'll say the nicest stuff. Promise. Anyways, they have Nintendo Land.
As if you need our review.
Yeah, I know y'all are just aching for it. But there is like a Mario Kart situation, and there is a Donkey Kong Land within Nintendo Land, and you can ride Donkey Kong. Even like the tracks, you know how in Donkey Kong the tracks break and it jumps the tracks? They've built this roller coaster to like give the illusion of you jumping the tracks. And I'm into that.
I think that's so genius too, because I know that
I've always wanted to ride the Donkey Kong mine train.
If you grew up playing Donkey Kong on Sega, which I guess is Nintendo at this point, then I wanted to ride that thing.
I wanted to ride it. I did. I wanted to ride it.
Minecart madness.
And I'm not a gamer. Like, I'm not very good at games. We even bought. Was it Donkey Kong? It was literally Donkey Kong. We got Donkey Kong and got to the second world. We beat the first boss, got to the second world, got to the second boss, and we never played it again because it was too hard.
But,
we tried like 10 times, and then we were like, okay.
Level 2 of World 1.
Of Donkey Kong, famously for children, you know?
Famously multiple worlds in one game.
That's where
So we played approximately 10% of, probably not even 10% of the game.
But I do I do appreciate the gaming world. Like, I think it's neat. I'm into it. Like, I like Pokemon, you know, like, and I like video games. I like to play Dreamlight Valley. Daylight Valley. I don't know what it's called.
He likes high stakes games.
High stakes. Like we gotta save the Disney characters.
We got to get these
I like
thorns out
Animal
of
Crossing.
the Disney place.
I like Potion Permit. That's a fun one if you want like a very pleasing game. I beat that entire game. I was kind of sad because I like to make my little potions.
We like peaceful games. We like cozy games. We like to be able to decorate a house or a neighborhood.
I feel like that means I can't like claim gamer world because I feel like gamers are really intense and they like are doing really intense stuff. Our own child plays games in ways that I can't process. I literally can't process
I don't think we could claim that we are gamers by any means.
It's too fast.
I think Charlie could though, because one of the things about the Donkey Kong was that we bought that before we were married.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. But move forward years, I guess we had Donkey Kong again on like the Switch or something. This was years ago too, but he was a little young dude, and we were like, yeah, good luck beating the crab boss.
You'll never be able to play. Don't get frustrated.
We never got to beat the crab boss, and he's like, oh, I beat that one like 10.
And then we were like, no, you didn't. And we made him show us, and he just like,
and he literally was almost done with the whole game. So, like, this little child just really schooled us on Donkey Kong.
He really did. But that's fine. I know it's not my world. I appreciate it from the outside. Gamers, yeah. I think that what y'all do is cool. I would love to, like, stream Twitch one day. Like,
sure, yeah.
But I don't think y'all want to watch me, like, stressed out about, like, if Goofy's following me around.
I bet y'all would love to hear that. I bet y'all would love to hear Landon stress playing Dreamlight Valley.
I will say, okay, in Dreamlight Valley, you get these little quests, and it's Disney characters, and one of the characters is Goofy. And when you get the quests, sometimes they, like, follow you around. And I had a fiasco in Houston airport a few weeks back where I got stuck in Houston. Y'all heard about it. And I was at one of the points in that crazy journey, I was on the plane, and they, like, weren't letting us off the planes for whatever reason. You know how you get stuck on the tarmac sometimes. And Goofy was also like all in my business on the game, and it really almost threw me into a full panic. Like I had to get my fan out and fan it on my face because I was like, I am stuck on this plane.
On one side.
Goofy will not leave me alone. This is too much. So I made it fine until Goofy, but I gathered myself.
And if you want to know a little bit about Landon, like just put that visual in your head. A little bit about Landon is sitting on the tarmac having a panic attack because Goofy won't stop following him on Dreamlight Valley.
That is really... He wouldn't. He was like really in my business. And it was like making me...
So sorry.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe because Goofy. Okay, so that was a fun tangent of games. We're going to have a game-centric episode soon.
We'll have to.
Because we love games.
Gamers, I guess.
We love games.
We do. I really love, I was about to say animal farming. No, not animal farming. Animal Crossing.
Digital animal farming.
Yeah.
Not real life animal
farming.
Animal Crossing is so much
simulation.
Fun. I love a day of Animal Crossing, like in the background.
But one of the characters on there who will suffocate you like Goofy on Dreamlight Valley is that little turnip salesman girl she's got like a little drip of...
Yeah. I don't want to talk about these turnips.
Like that. I honestly don't want to buy turnips. I don't want to sell turnips. I don't want to gamble with your
I'm not doing
inflation.
The stock market in Animal Crossing.
Absolutely
I don't know if y'all know that, but the turnips are the stock market in Animal Crossing, and it's like I'm not even doing that in real life.
You'll buy a turnip one day, and then like you buy them to sell them before they rot because they rot. So like,
and you can sell them back for different prices every day. So it's like a gamble of like which day is your price. Anyways, so games, super fun. We also love games and shows. We're not just sitting around here all day long, but when we do get to be here, it is fun to be cozy on this little couch. You see this cozy couch if you can see this visually. It's a fluffy couch.
It's like fluffy.
And it's ridiculous, but it's doing its job, you know.
But before we talk about our shows, I want to finish our trip because
trip back to Nashville. Yeah, back to Nashville. Sorry,
we'll get to shows in a second.
Got distracted by games.
The games really will throw us.
All right, so we did Game Terminal that night. I got to go to the Grand Ole Opry, and let me tell y'all, that's my personality now. Now I do the Grand Ole Opry. That's like what I do. I go, and it also is like my goal, my main goal. It was so cool. Like, it was so cool. I didn't understand that and I've been before, but I didn't pay attention in previous life, and I barely paid attention this time, but I tried really hard. And the Grand Ole Opry is like a collection of people. It's like a club of members. You can be a member in the Grand Ole Opry, but you can't just like be a member. They have to ask you to be a member, and it's really hard to get to be a member. and the members and people that are friends of the Opry get invited to do like a variety show, and it goes on the radio. So it's like a radio variety show, and I dream of variety shows.
Because wasn't the Grand Ole Opry a radio show?
I don't know.
Initially, probably.
I'm learning all this,
Probably.
learning these things. And so it was so cool. I got to go backstage. I got to see the circle that they took from the Ryman, the original, where their Grand Ole Opry originally was. And they're like, don't step in that circle if you think you're going to be, if you ever think you'll perform here, because it's bad luck.
And do you think you stood in the circle?
The first time you need to stand in the circle is when you're actually performing in it. Do you think I did? I did not. I didn't stand in the circle. I didn't. Just because, like, I want to do that. I really want to do that.
Yeah.
We've always been singers. Y'all know us as this. I've always thought of us more as singers and performers. So the Grand Ole Opry's always been sort of a dream, even though I didn't really fully understand what it was. I just knew it's like the pinnacle of country music type situation. Yeah. And we went there even in 9th grade.
Did we really?
We did.
And how sad is that? I don't even remember. I probably stood in the circle. That's probably why I haven't been back.
We kissed in the elevator. Anyways, Grand Ole Opry. So it was just such a cool place. I love that. I love a storyteller. I love a singer. I love a guitar. I love a string instrument. Like everything that was there, I'm so about it. Like it was just so cool. I love the way that sounds. It sounds like here. It sounds like Mississippi, the way those things sound. Like if you get a fiddle out and a banjo and anything of that nature, I'm down for it. Like I'm so down for it. And it was so fun to get to see all the people do their little songs. And so halfway through, the host comes out and she announces, she's like, I'm Kelly Sutton. And I was like, wait, that's my friend Kelly Sutton. Online parasocial relationships are weird, right? Like I see all these people and I talk to y'all, some of y'all like every day, but putting a face to the username is so wild. And I've seen Kelly Sutton's name so many times. I actually thought I followed her because I follow a lot. I try to follow people who comment all the time. I really do try to. And so I went to her page and I was like, I've talked to her, but turns out I didn't follow her. So I followed her. Maybe it had unfollowed her from something. Followed her back. She then immediately in the show announces that the Opry has some special guests tonight, Landon and Kate from Landon Talks. And I just fell out dead because first of all, I thought she was surely not talking about me because Kate was not there. So I was like, there must be a different Landon and Kate. But then she said Landon Talks. And that was so surreal because the Grand Ole Opry stage is just such a big deal. It's such a big deal to be mentioned there. It's such a big deal to be there. And mark my words, I will be on that stage in that circle. We both will. We're going to sing for y'all on there. And I guess I'm going to put it out there. We've dropped hints, but we're fantastic singers.
Take our word for it.
We're great singers.
Okay.
Great country music singers. We can do it.
Yeah.
We'll do it for y'all.
We've been singing together since
I'll write a
12.
song. So, like, if you've got any connections there, holler at us. We're down to write a hit country album.
Yeah, I've got the lyrics. Let's get it going.
We'll do it. But y'all are going to see us on that stage one day. You're going to see me being a comedian, and us singing songs. Yep. And maybe I'll host it. I don't know.
Maybe. And maybe
for all angles.
Maybe I'll actually be there.
Maybe you'll actually be there this time. That would be super cool.
How many people can say that they've gotten shouted out at the Grand Ole Opry and they weren't even in the audience?
You weren't even there.
Man.
You weren't there. But that was really nice of them.
Yeah.
And that was really surreal and really cool. And I really appreciated Kelly for shouting me out like that. I appreciated Milo's for letting us be there. It was just so cool. They're the best people. Then afterwards we went out on Broadway and had a good time, and then had a brunch the next day on a rooftop, and it was very pink and cute.
The hotel we stayed at was the Graduate in Nashville, and it is Dolly themed. And so it was, I mean, the carpet was amazing. It was pink. The walls were lavender gold with glitter, like lavender glitter.
Pink and white stripes in some of the rooms. Yeah. It was really, really great.
Our bedroom looked like my childhood bedroom.
It did. It was like stripes. A 90s dream. It was very It Takes Two mansion.
It was.
You know, the movie It Takes Two. That's what vibes it was given, I felt like.
Yeah, she has the same wallpaper in that movie.
And I liked it.
Good job remembering. Good job.
I was obsessed with that house. I thought it was like I thought that was like the richest thing I'd ever seen was the It Takes Two house. You know?
Well, it was pretty big. It was a McMansion. Well, yeah. So our trip was amazing. Milo's sweet tea, amazing. And speaking of Milo's, why don't we take the opportunity to have a little sweet tea?
A little sweet tea. Let's have a little sweet tea. Y'all pull up and have a sip of sweet tea with us.
Y'all pull up.
Pull up.
Y'all pull up a chair and have a glass of sweet tea with me. Okay, so pretty much all of my sweet teas are animal related because animals are gifts from God, obviously, and because I don't know, like I like animal stories.
I like the animals.
That's what comes to me, and that's what I'm gonna give to y'all. So today's sweet tea is something that just happened, is a current event. In Switzerland, a man was exploring the glaciers and fell through an ice bridge into a 30-meter crevasse by himself. So he did have a walkie-talkie with him. And so he was able to call for safety, but nobody knew exactly where he was. Fortunately, he had brought his long-haired Chihuahua with him on his adventure, and the Chihuahua did not fall in the crevasse. So when the man alerted safety, they couldn't find him, but they were able to locate him because they saw his Chihuahua just pacing back and forth in front of where he had fallen. So this Chihuahua saved his life.
Dogs.
So a Chihuahua saved his owner that fell into a 30-meter crevasse in Switzerland.
Well, that is very sweet. I don't think y'all should be on those glaciers.
I don't think we should be walking on those glaciers.
Get down from there. You come here to me and get down from there.
Get down. Get down.
That's what I'll say. Y'all get down.
Get off that glacier.
I'm going to tell y'all's daddy when he gets home.
I'm going to tan your hide. Get off that glacier.
So, get off the glaciers. But great. I'm glad,
y'all gonna break your necks.
I'm glad you did, in fact, get off the glaciers and that your Chihuahua was the one to save you because they're heroes.
And it looked like a papillon, and a bunch of people were like, that is not a Chihuahua. That is a papillon. But then the internets came back and said, no, sometimes Chihuahuas look like papillons.
Let me tell you, the internet will solve the case.
The internet will tell you.
The internet's going to find out, and then they will be involved, and I love that about it. That's my favorite thing about TikTok.
That wasn't a Chihuahua. That was a papillon.
I love that.
No, it wasn't.
I love to be educated on the internet.
Yeah, I do too. So that was my sweet tea. Delicious. Loved it.
It was so good. So cold. So refreshing.
When we got back from Nashville, we had some Olive Garden because Charlie has never eaten Olive Garden before.
Never eaten Olive Garden.
So it was a request. So we snagged some Olive Garden on our way home and ate that. My favorite's the chicken.
There's not one in our town. Is
yeah.
Mainly why. It's not like we're against Olive Garden.
No, yeah. We don't have an Olive Garden here or an airport. So we're very small
and we
town.
wish that we did.
Yeah. We would love either or both of those things. So we had our Olive Garden and we watched our shows. We've got a lineup of shows that we're catching. A lineup
of shows, and we want to talk to y'all about them because we love the shows. Yeah. And I would love to catch up on them. So let's jump right into
our guilty pleasure show. That I literally, it is a guilty pleasure because I'm literally guilty about watching it because it is. I don't want to call it anything trash, but let's be real. If there's trash TV like Love Island USA, I love it. It's my favorite show, but I mean, come on. It's a guilty pleasure show.
I loved it last year a whole lot. This year was it was a little bit, I don't know, it didn't capture me as much.
And listen, y'all, disclaimer, if you're not a Love Island watcher, please do not take my word for it and go watch it because it is not.
No, don't watch this unless you like that kind of a thing. If you like The Bachelor, if you like those kinds of shows, The Love Island is one of those shows.
The Love Island is like The Bachelor. The Love Island is like The Bachelor on.
So let's give you a premise of what Love Island is. What would you say? How would you describe Love Island?
Love Island is a group of early 20-somethings. Sometimes there's a 30-year-old thrown in, but usually not.
Yuck.
30, gross. Ugh. No. Okay, it's a group of 20-something-year-olds. They only wear bikinis and swimsuits the whole time because they're in like a summer villa. And for me, they wear the swimsuits because like when you're at the beach and you're like, the trip is the beach, you pretty much like stay in a swimsuit, right? Like at the beach.
It's like
you wake up, you put your swimsuit
like looking
on,
hot. Like that's part of the show.
And you be outside.
Being hot.
Yeah. So they wear swimsuits the whole time. The show revolves around you need to find someone to be in a couple with. And then you're in this couple and you have challenges and like people will come in randomly to like tempt the other person.
They're called bombshells. So they bring in new hotter people throughout the series. It's wild.
And then you vote people off every now and then. It's like a really fun show.
It's a
But
pretty fun
the
show.
ultimate goal is that a couple ends up together, and then they get to choose whether or not they're going to stay together, or one of them wins $100,000. So they either both win $100,000 and split it, or one of them is going to be like, no, I'm taking the money.
But nobody's ever done that.
No, I don't know anybody who's
They
ever
always split the money, like, because by
it.
that point they're like a solid couple. Like, if you win Love Island, you're a good couple. Like, you're solidly in a couple.
Because the fun thing about this show, you guys, is that it is every single day. So the show comes on every single day except for Wednesdays, and on Saturdays there's like a recap show. But every day in the summertime.
So it's happening while you're watching it, like it's live, kind of almost. It's not live, but it's like
it's
real
almost
time.
in real time. Like, you're seeing the relationships play out in real time. You get to vote on things like couples you like.
It's super fun.
It's very audience involved. So my favorite thing about the show is that after the seasons end, it's like the most bingeable show ever, because there are like 100 seasons, multiple countries. Every season has like 50 episodes. Like, you could literally watch Love Island for a good, like,
the rest of the year.
You'll never,
the rest
you'll
of the
never
next 10
finish
years.
it.
You've got so much Love Island to watch. So if you do like it, you're welcome. You've got so much material to catch up on.
Yeah, like, we started in 2020, like right before the pandemic. Fortunately, we started it before the pandemic.
And that's what we did during the
pandemic. Because guess what? Guess what we did during the pandemic? We watched all of the Love Island.
I love Love Island. I think about putting myself in that. First of all, like, I can't imagine dating. Second of all, the sleeping arrangements on these shows that we watch.
Yeah.
They are in one giant room. I don't see a fan. I don't see earplugs. I do see face masks. I don't know. I just can't imagine. I can't imagine. I think I would lose it really quickly.
That is one thing about the Love Island.
How cold is it in there? Like, it needs to be really cold. I don't know.
They all sleep in the same room.
One giant room.
The couples share a bed. Like, figuratively, but like they literally share a bed. But
and so if you're mad at your couple, you like will take the covers and go sleep outside on the beds outside, because it's somewhere that's like obviously got really good weather.
Yeah. And one thing you need to know about the villa that they stay in is that it is the tackiest but most awesomely decorated place. I absolutely am obsessed with the decorations in the villa, especially
There's color.
This year.
There is hangout spots.
Yeah, the color theme, the color palette is neon.
And I will say this: let's get psychological for a moment. Architectural. I think the production design on that show is really good, but also cruel. There are, if you notice, now you go back and look. There's a lot of circles.
Yeah.
There's not many corners. There's nowhere for them to hide. So the circleness of like the fire pit and some of the decorations, it's like constant reminders that there's nowhere for you to go.
Well, and also a circle.
I think that would weigh on me.
Yeah. The design is extremely intentional. The circles are because a circle naturally like pulls you to one spot. Okay. So, like, it encourages conversation. Because,
see, I felt manipulated by this architecture.
Yeah, you can't hide in a corridor. You can't hide in a corner because there are no corners. So
I even saw that they started. There's no space under the furniture. They like put boards down underneath it because people were hiding under the furniture to not be seen for a second.
Oh yeah, Rob hid in the pool.
So they really like literally took away all the hiding spots. Like,
this
there's
year,
nowhere for you to be.
They did not get in the pool.
Well, I know
ever.
why. I know why they don't get in the pool.
Why?
If you get in the pool, you have to take your mic off. And if you take your mic off, you can't talk to anybody in the thing. So they get one day off a week, and that day off, they get to do laundry and things like that. But they have producers following them around, keeping them from conversing with each other. Because they're not supposed to talk unless it's like filmed and part of the show and part of the drama of the show. So they can talk about like the snacks they're having or whatever, but they can't talk about anything that would like impact the flow of the show.
So they don't have to isolate them, but they're not allowed to talk about the show.
Right.
That's crazy. I never thought. I thought about their days off. Yeah. Because I know people come in there and like do haircuts and nails and stuff like every now and then.
That's what they do all that on that day.
But I did not think about the fact that they were not allowed to talk about it.
They are not. Isn't that wild?
So crazy. I think it's crazy that these people, they don't get to have phones in there. So while they're in the house, like we said, it is real time. So audience is engaging with this show the whole time they're in there. So they come out of there and there's already all of this like
they just
lore
blow up on social
around
media.
them that they've not even been a part of. So they come out of the house like and people have, I mean, trends with inside jokes have already passed with them. And
that's wild.
Yeah, they come out and have, like, that's when they find
Most
out.
of them set up somebody to run their social media for them while they're in there. People really liked, well, not, I guess it doesn't matter if we spoil it. It's over with at this point. Like, you should.
It's done.
It's done. Amaya Papaya won. Her name was Amaya, and papaya rhymes with that very well.
Is that why?
I don't know, but I'm glad that we did that.
Yeah.
And I think one of the reasons why she won is because she is very genuine. She's very authentic. And she didn't set anybody up to do her social media. Everybody else did. And she literally, that girl just came in that villa for love.
She really did, too.
And you can tell.
It's funny because we're just going to talk about Love Island the rest of the time, I guess. But it's funny because the first time we saw her, she came in as a bombshell. And we were like,
she's too much.
Wow.
But then she was our favorite.
We were like, this girl is nuts. And we just didn't.
We have cats and animals in the room with us. Our animals are here, and they constantly work to usurp us all day long. Their job, they think, is make it harder for us, and they just knocked over all of our lighting. So we're gonna pause and get that set right back up, and we'll be right back. Okay, so what thought did you have to wrap up with Love Island?
Okay, so we didn't like Amaya Papaya at first, but she was so authentic, so genuine and precious, and just herself the whole time. And she ended up finding love, and they ended up winning the whole thing.
And it was great.
And she found a love that like really loves her for who she is.
It was really great.
Really precious.
It was really great.
Yeah.
Another show that we love very much that has been coming on a lot lately is Trainwreck.
Trainwreck is amazing, and there's a new one on.
Hooray! And it is literal train wrecks, not actual trains, but like train wrecks of disasters like Woodstock '99. Rob Ford, the mayor. There was one about him.
There was one about the poop cruise.
The poop cruise, y'all.
Just go watch it. I can't even.
Go watch it. That's really something. Every one of these train wrecks that we watched, I'm jaw dropped. And we love a documentary. So I've seen y'all do crazy stuff. And I still, they still get me.
Y'all still shock me.
Still shocking me.
You can still shock me, and
I'm thrilled
crazy.
that there's another train wreck. I'm like looking forward to that so much.
Yeah, y'all go catch up on those.
We really like the show. Is it Making the Band?
Building the
band.
Y'all, Building a Band is one of the coolest shows that
really
we
cool
have
concept.
Just found. It's like 40 people are in these little rooms. It's almost like a mixture of like The Voice and
like Love is Blind.
Love is Blind because you can't see any of the other people, but like everybody gets a chance to sing a solo. So they sing a solo, and then you can like the person, and then they have the opportunity to build a band with you. So like every person gets 5 likes.
If you like each other, then you can be in a band together.
You match up and you get to talk and decide if you want to be in a band together. So it's like these organically created bands that nobody has seen each other. And then once they decide we're going to be a band, then they come out and sing together.
And it's good.
And y'all, the chemistry is ridiculous. These people have never met each other.
And they're just so talented. There's so many talented people. And it's really interesting to see them. They've never met each other, and then they go out and kill it.
Yeah, they like maybe learned the song an hour before. They probably know, a lot of them know these songs already, but they come out and sing the song, and it sounds like they have been practicing harmonies and all these things for like a long time. It's actually
and
incredible.
They're all people that like want to be in bands. They like have wanted to be in a boy band forever. They've wanted to be in a mixed band forever, and so they finally get to find their little band.
Yeah, so
it's
we
real cute.
Really recommend that y'all go watch that.
Really
I think
recommend.
It's on Netflix.
Really recommend.
Yeah, that's like one of my favorite new shows.
I think it's so fun.
Just the concept is something I haven't ever seen, and that is difficult to do these days.
It is difficult to do these days.
Another game show we're loving right now is the 1% Club, and I believe it was.
I don't care about it.
He doesn't care, but I believe it was initially a British game show, and Joel McHale hosts it. It's like a trivia show, and basically people are eliminated each round if they answer the question wrong. But I would say it's almost not even trivia. It's like problem solving. It's like, yeah,
you don't have to have prior knowledge really to answer those questions. You have to just be clever.
Well, yeah, because the questions get harder. Because the reason it's called the 1% is that they start with a question that 90% of people answered correctly, and then they go to 80%, and then they go down to only 1% of people were able to answer this question. And so by the end, there's only like 2 people left. and those two people compete to answer the 1% question. And guess what, y'all? I am in the 1% because I always answer the questions right.
By that point in the day, I don't have any processing power left for
and
my
you
brain.
just don't care about like trivia and stuff.
No, I don't.
I love trivia.
I'm fine with it, but I'm not like
and that's a trivia question. Who loves trivia and who doesn't?
It's not me. I don't love magic either.
Yeah. So go ahead, give our listeners our prompt challenge. Don't we? Are we gonna?
Yeah. So we want to do a listener-driven episode coming up. And I think that'll be very fun. The most important part of social media is y'all, the audience, the people who are on this journey with us are the most important. And we want to hear from y'all. So your assignment, earlier we told you to leave some comments about, what was
Cowboy
it?
hats.
About cowboy hats. And I do want to know about cowboy hats.
Last week it was figs.
And last week it was figs. And we do want to know those things. But this week, I want you and all your friends, get all your friends, rate us and review us and leave a comment that is a question for us. What do y'all want to know about us, or what do y'all want to know in general? What are things you want to talk about on this podcast? What are things you want to know about? Do you want to talk about old recipes? Do you want to talk about Southern sayings? Do you want to talk about shows? What are things you want to know about? What questions do y'all have about like our daily life and like the production process and the behind the scenes of whatever all this is? Any questions that you have, we want to know about it. And we really want to we want this to be a two-way street. We want it to be like both of us.
Yeah, we want this episode to be a conversation.
Yes. So also, on that note, if you want to take it a little bit further and not just have a comment read online, if you would like your voice to be on the podcast, and you can shout out your social media, whatever you want to do on that, you can DM me and tell me, and I'll send you the email of our production company, and you can send them a voice note, just a voice memo really quick. I can even probably walk you through how to do that if you need some help with it. And then your voice, we can actually put your actual question on the actual podcast. We've done that before with some friends that I've had so far on here, and I love that very much. So if you've got something you want to say to us, something you want to ask about, maybe there's something in my book that you'd like to talk about, please do that. And I think it'll be a really great, very fun episode. Like, I just love to get to talk to y'all. That's why I love to do live shows. That's why I love to get out and about and get to see y'all. So this is a way for us to get to kind of converse.
So rate 5 stars, leave a comment.
Go to Apple Podcasts, rate us, leave a comment, and a question like, what do you want to know about? What do you want to talk about? Because we definitely want to know. And then y'all come to my live shows. I think when this airs, Raleigh will be tomorrow night. It's Thursday, July 24th. And I love coming to Raleigh, and I really would love for that to be just a huge show. It was last time. Raleigh's my biggest audience so far, and I would love for it to be even bigger this time. And we'll have a big all time. I promise. It's such a good time. We have a great time. So get your your tickets to that at the Improv in Raleigh. And then that same weekend, the 26th, I believe, I will be in Brooklyn for a little book festival, a Mississippi book festival. If you're a Southerner in New York City, me and another girl who I don't have my phone with me, but I need to check, she also wrote a book and is from the South. We are represented by Highline Literary, and they're throwing a little small books festival, and me and her will be there having just like a bluegrass day.
How cute.
In Brooklyn, bluegrass in Brooklyn. And it's going to be very, very cute. So all these details are in my link tree and on my page, and I would love for you to see them. And I love to get to see y'all there. It's one of my favorite things. I never have one time ever been like, I wish they didn't talk to me or wish they would leave me alone. I love to get to see y'all.
He really does.
Please come out to the show. Please come out to the event in Brooklyn. And then in August, we've got Atlanta at the Punchline Comedy Theater.
Fun.
On August 28th. So we'd love to see you there as well.
We'll love it.
So with all that said, please comment. We really want the listener episode to be awesome because it's y'all. So let us know what you want to talk about. Even if you've commented before, please leave a comment and let us know. And I'll ramble on. So tell your mom and them we said hello and let us let y'all go.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.